Hello everybody, I am Emily, aka Cookies and Cross Stitch, and I am so happy you're here. Welcome to my second episode of Flosstube. So I started my Flosstube a couple weeks ago. I made a video. I showed you a few of my past finishes, some of my whips, some of my stash, and just kind of went over a little bit about me. Since then, I don't even know what's happened. We've had a lot of rain, several ball games. We've had t-ball and blast ball, which is so much fun. We've just been living summer with the farm husband, so a few late nights, which I don't mind because I get to get more stitching done after I put the kids to bed. Usually we just go to bed and watch a show in the dark, and I get tired and it's harder to stitch. But when the kids go to bed and I'm alone, I just flip the light back on and keep stitching. So that's been fun. Not my favorite, but it's been fine. So on this episode of Flosstube, I wanted to show you all of my past finishes because I don't have much new to talk about. And then I'll show you my two whips that I've worked on. And I had a new start and finish since last time I saw you. So I'll show you that too. I think that's it, yeah. And I mentioned before that I'm a cookie decorator. And I promise to bring cookies next time. Well, I haven't made any since then, I don't think. These are looking a little rough because they've been in bags for a while. But I wanted to show you anyways. Its face has gotten a little fuzzy. It's cute though. It was a bunny. And then I had painted the nose and stuff to match. A little sun hat and a cute little bow. There we go. So these are just one example of cookies, and I will be making more. I made more dough this morning for 10 dozen cookies that I need to have done by next week. I need to make T-ball cookies, blast ball cookies, maybe some softball cookies, and some other ball cookies, plus 4th of July cookies. So that's all gonna be happening, and I'm not gonna be able to stitch a ton, probably, because that'll be a lot. Things are just harder when you have 3 kids than when you had 2. I don't know where the time goes, but like this morning I wanted to make dough and I was hoping that like sleep schedule would align perfectly, and it did not. So sometimes she'll be great and she'll sleep, my 6-month-old almost, she'll sleep all night and wake up at like 5:30. That's become my favorite because I wake up feeling refreshed and ready to go. But last night she decided to wake up at like 2:30, so I didn't get her back down till after 3, after I fed her. And then I had an alarm for 6 and I got up slowly, and then she got up before I could even start making dough. So I fed her, put her back down, but it was too light. So she woke up shortly after, and my 3-year-old woke up, and I just had to finish with everyone awake. And my husband got up and he was like, she's talking. He said, you can go get her because she's fully fed. She shouldn't be hungry. So he did. The kids entertained her. It was fine, but it's harder with 3 kids than with 2. I don't know what happened. I don't know where the time goes. But 2 of the 3 are napping again. My oldest is doing whatever she's doing. She just tried to paint her nails, and it's like kid-friendly water-based nail polish, so it comes out easily. But she came in and it was like blue in her bangs. It was like, so we just went and washed her hair real quick in the sink, just the front. Yeah, so I'm going to just jump right in and show you. I think I have all of my past finishes here. I might get out of order. I think I know where they all came from. Maybe not one of them, but I think I know where most of them came from. Okay, so I'll show you the ones I showed you last time too, just in case you missed it. This was my first ever project. It was a kit from Amazon, just a cute little tiny snail. My oldest, she loves snails, so I thought, let me try this. I want something tiny that I can try and see how it goes. And this one even had back stitching, and it was really cute. I didn't grab the kit thing, but I think I might have linked it in my last video, so you can go through the description. My other Amazon kit is this little mini mouse. I made her for my middle daughter because she loves Minnie. I think she's so cute. I think this is like 11 count Ada. It's huge, but it was fun. And a few people commented that my style has really changed, which is true. But when I started, I didn't really have a style. My style was just easy so that I can learn what I'm doing. So I did those two. And then I think the next one was this. I did a dollar horse. I grew up by Lindsborg, Kansas, which is Little Sweden, USA. So I wanted a dollar horse. And this thing is pretty large. And by the time I was done with this, I was sick of it because it was one color. I don't even like the color red, but it's really pretty. This was a pattern from Etsy. I don't know the name of the shop, but if you search, like, I think it was called Swedish Christmas Horse is what it was called. Obviously, I think dollar horses are great year round, so I love her. And I will probably also use her as Christmas decor. Okay, my next one. I need to find like an oval hoop because I did not leave enough room for a round hoop after the time it frayed. This is Please Wash Your Hands. This is a freebie from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And I changed the colors and took out water droplets so that it would match our bathroom colors. I like it. It's fine. I don't know, I'll probably hang it up in the bathroom or I might just give it to someone. We will see. My next project, this is when I discovered stitching with the Housewives. Cookies and coffee, because obviously I had to do the sugar cookies and I'm certifiably addicted to coffee and I love it. I did this on 14 count. If I forget to tell you, it's probably on 14 count. Everything pretty much so far. I got the 14 count from Amazon and I used DMC. I might have I changed the red to the same red I used on the Dalla, which is DMC 817. It's just what I picked up. I like it. I just put this on foam board because I didn't want to go shopping and I hot glued it. And I got some red corduroy at the thrift store and put it behind it. It's not fancy. I might add some like lace trim or I really want to put it on a wood block, but hasn't happened yet. Will it? Maybe. My second, or no, not my second. I don't know how many we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6. This was a freebie from Fat Quarter Shop on their website. I think the heart blocks were part of a charity stitch along. And then this little border was another freebie that I found. Maybe like Heartfelt was the name, something like that. Yeah, Heartfelt Stitch Along from the Fat Quarter Shop, and you can find it on their website. I changed the colors because at that time I only had I only had like 4 colors, and I sent my husband into Hobby Lobby, and I already had the red, and I needed a pink, and I said, get a pretty medium pink, not too light, not too dark, just something in between, and he picked that out. I don't even know what DMC number it is. And I put it as a pillow on the same red corduroy from the thrift store. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I don't know how to sew. So I'm learning as I go, hand stitching everything until I decide I actually want to get my mom's sewing machine and teach myself. I'm not there yet. Mostly because I don't have a good spot for it where it's out of the way but still accessible. And if I can't leave it out, I will never get it out. I have like a silhouette cameo, like a Cricut type thing. Same thing. It's either out and in the way, or it's put away and I don't want to pull it out, and I hardly ever use it. So I'm just afraid that a sewing machine would be the same kind of situation. Next, I did Hogs and Kisses from Stitching with the Housewives, Married to a Pig Farmer. I saw this one when it came out. This is like my first new release stitch I've ever done, and I had to do it. So I got DMC, mostly called for, maybe some replacements based on what I had. I think the red again is 817, and on 14 count Aida. Again, everything so far has been 14 count Aida. Okay, my next stitch, this was the January barn. I did it in February. This is from Annabella's, and I saw that and I loved it, and I wanted to do every month of barns, and I made it to January. I didn't go with any more. I love it. I love the colors. It's so fun. It's all called for DMC. The back is a holy hot mess. I never trimmed my strings. Funny. Maybe I'll do the rest sometime. I don't know. I really love this though. And I stitched it in the middle of a February blizzard, so it was kind of perfect. Okay, and then my next project, I had to do the Stitching with the Housewives cookie baker. So cute. So perfect for a cookie baker. A lot of times I'll put up a Christmas tree in my cookie room, like right back here. So if I do that again, this will definitely go on there. We will see. But I was kind of like, if I want to get anything done for Christmas, I need to do it now, because September through December is busy. So I have one Christmas stitch done. Okay, my next stitch, where's the thing? Okay. Chicken Club from Lori Holt. I went to my local Joann's when everything was on sale, and this was cheaper than it was marked to be. So I wish I would have bought them all, but I only bought one. But I love it. I also got this 28 count Charles Craft Even Weave. I think it's antique white. And I got this at Joann's also. All called for DMC, I believe. It's so cute. I love it. I just don't know how I want to finish it yet. So I haven't, but I love it. I think I mentioned we have chickens, so I had to do a chicken. Okay, I think that is all of those, and now we're gonna go into spring. I showed these two last time, I know. They're both Stitching with the Housewives. This one I think is called Egg Basket. It was supposed to be on a teal background. I changed it to black, so then I changed a couple other things so that it would match. I love it. And then this is Zinnias from Stitching with the Housewives blog. I might have linked it in my last video. I don't know. It's on the Priscilla's 2000 blog, and it's so pretty. And clearly I didn't know when I stitched this one together that I was supposed to tuck that in under, but it's fine. It's fine. Just finished on random fat quarters I got. Upside down. Good gravy. Love them. Yes, I mentioned the chickens because I showed you these two. And I did change the colors in here to match the colors in here. And I used what I had. I didn't go out and buy special DMC. Again, 14 count Aida, which I like. You can't really tell a difference that it has more holes because it's black. And it's easier to like feel the holes. I don't know. I got it on Amazon. It was cheap. It's fine. I think I showed you this one. Peter's Day Out from Lindy Stitches. So cute. I changed the colors to work with what I had, but it's a cute little bun bun. Okay, and then this one is from the Pinker and Punkin blog. I think this is like Bunny Sampler or something like that. It's really cute. If you go look, they had a bunch of Easter. She had like all of her Easter freebies listed back in April. So this, I found this there. So cute. She posts all these different designs on her blog for free, and there's some really cute ones. So definitely go check that out, especially if you are a cheapo person like me. The next one I did, I know I showed this to you. was, I thought I had it here. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Oh, right here. Lizzie Kate, Easter Express. This is on Rit dyed Aqua Ada, which I then tea coffee dyed. And I used mostly called for DMC, I think. But I also swapped for what I had because clearly that's just how I roll. I love it. It's so cute. I don't love the finishing, but you know what? It was really cheap. I think I talked about that last time. Thrift store frame, thrift store fabric, foam board, because I haven't tried sticky board yet. I will eventually, but not yet. So that's what it was supposed to look like, and I did not have blue background fabric, so I made green. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just experimenting. It's fine. Everything is totally fine. I'm gonna show this. Jelly Bean Parade, or no, Jelly Bean Jubilee. This was the parade. I don't remember what it was called. I can't show you the book because that will show you the chart. Easter Parade. That's what it's called. So cute. This was tea coffee dyed. The 28 count even weave I used for the chicken from Lori Holt. So cute though. I love it. I love how it turned out. It's so cute. I'm going to make a bunch of tiny little pillows. This is how it's finished there. I guess that's just the called force. But I have not yet gotten that far. My next one was the rabbit and the rose from Brenda Gervais. That last one was also from Brenda Gervais. It's so pretty. This is also tea coffee dyed, 28 count even weave. The Stitching with the Housewives have a video on their YouTube that shows you how they dye all their fabric, and I just watched that and did it. I love it so much. It's so cute. I again have not finished it, but I'll probably make a little pillow out of it. It'll be fun. Okay, I'm realizing I skipped one, but that's okay. I'll come back to it. The next one is Oh How He Loves Us. This was a freebie from Teresa Kogut for Easter 2024. I used the floss I had, and I did it on tea coffee dyed 14 count Ada, and it was so cute. It was really fun. I messed up a couple times counting out on some of these flowers, but it worked out. We made it work. I'm definitely more of a fudger than a frogger, but if I have to frog, I will. I just don't want to. If it's like first thing when I start a project, I will obviously try to fix it, but I think I did some fudging and some frogging here. But I love it. It turned out so cute. Okay, we're getting through it. I also did Happy St. Patrick's Day. This was the Primrose Cottage March freebie, I believe. The Free Stitch Friday they send out in their email. You can buy it on their website if you didn't get it, but it was really cute. I got to go to Ireland when I was in college, so I want to get more St. Patrick's Day stitches done, but I've got my whole life ahead of me. I moved on pretty quickly to Easter after I did that. Okay. I think that is all of those. My next stitches, I made this little, it's like a little, I made a pin cushion scissor fob, and it is, I don't remember who it's from. There's some horribly wonky French knots on here, and I made it double-sided. It's so cute. And then I made it into like a little scissor fob, so it just loops on there. And I need to probably shorten it a little bit, but I love it. It's so cute. And the floss was whatever I found, but it turned out really fun. And I needed a pin cushion. So then I believe I was done with this last time. Maybe not. This is Knee High by Hands on Design. And I don't know how I'm gonna finish it. I think I talked about this because I didn't leave enough margin for an 8x10 frame. So I'm either going to figure that out or I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But I love it. It's so cute. So I will try to hopefully figure out how I want to finish that. I have in my head the frame I want from Hobby Lobby. And we already have like wedding pictures in that frame, so I know I like it. And it's like what's in my brain, but we'll see. I don't really want it matted. I don't love the look of matting, but I don't know. TBD. Okay, and then since the last time I was on here, I am in the Hands on Design Facebook group, and somebody posted a whip they were working on. And I saw it and I sent it to my sister and she was like, I need that on my desk. So it is from the Star Spangled Swine Farm. And it is this. It says Red, White, and Moo. And these are designed by Stitching with the Housewives. Priscilla drew the chalk. And then this was before Stitching with the Housewives had their own patterns, I believe. So then Kathy from Hands on Design charted them. And they're so cute. And I'm going to do the Swine Farm ones for myself. But I did this for my sister. Red, White, and Moo. And if you saw on here, their cow was a dairy cow, a Holstein. And my sister, their family raises beef cows. So black Baldies are her favorite. So I made her a black Baldy. And I just love it. So cute. And this is 14 count Rit dyed denim blue Ada, which I did last Friday. So I will show you all of those too. The other thing I've worked on, I think this was after my last Flosstube. I want to learn how to English paper piece because why not hand stitch when you can't sew? So I made a little pin cushion as my first little project just to test it out, and I love it, and I want to make more little projects. And I dropped it. That's fine. So now my whips, I don't remember where I was at when I last showed you. This I know from Plum Street Samplers. I am working on, I believe it's 28 count Annabelle, which is apparently a vintage fabric that's no longer made. I love it. I am working on filling in the church. I got the bell and I need the colors for everything around it. I do have some of the colors, but like I don't have the green for the tree. I don't have the dark for the roof. I don't have the green for the grass. So I'm trying to get it filled in, and then I'll move out from there and buy the floss that I need because I just haven't made it anywhere to get it, and I really want to go in person. I just haven't done it yet because I'm always with my kids. I love them, but I'm always with them. It's hard to do the things I want to do. And I don't want to go like in a rush with them. I could just order online and have my sister bring it for sure. But I want to go like enjoy shopping. So if I get to the point where I like need the floss and I haven't had time, I will just order it. But I want an excuse to go enjoy my life. However, I'm also a farm wife in June, so limited chances. My next whip, I talked about this, and I don't think I had started it yet, but I have been trucking along on this. I love it so much. Right now, I am here. So I've done the beehive, and I've done all the stones, and I'm working on back stitching right now. And then I will move into a quadrant, whichever quadrant I have the most floss for. It's a lot of detail. And I did not have all the called for colors for the beehive. I think I might have blended some of those colors. Oh, I blended a brown. I don't know if you can tell. And then the lighter gray stone right here. I did not have the color I needed, but I had the color lighter and the color darker. So I blended them, and I really like how it turned out because I had heard about blending and I had never done it, and I like it. It's turning out really cute. So I'm glad I know that so that I can blend when and if needed and make things work. This is on, I believe it's 28 count linen. I don't have it labeled. It came in that stash, the same stash that the This I Know fabric came in. And I showed you a bunch of it last time. So I have that started. I'm loving it so far. So I still need to do the little bees in the middle, which those are lazy daisies, and I've never done the lazy daisy. And then I'm back stitching, like I said, I'm back stitching the stones, and then I'll move into one of these little quadrants after. Well, I'll probably do the border of the quadrants first, because there's stones around the outside still that I haven't done. But we're just moving through them one step at a time, plugging along. And then I also had a question on my last Flosstube. I had shown this that I wanted to work on, and I have not started this yet. However, somebody wanted to know what magazine it was in. So it is in this one, Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. This is July, August of '92. So there's where you can find it. I don't know if it's a cooler design, if it would be online. I'm not sure. You might be able to search for it and find it online. This just calls it Sunflower Sampler or Bouquet of Sunshine or Be Ye Thankful. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you to search, but it is in this magazine. Hope that helps. I was going to show you the fabric I dyed. So I have aqua and denim blue Rit dye, and I use the Stitching with the Housewives dye method and just kind of had some fun with it. Some of these I did aqua first, and some of these were kind of more ivory than white. So this one I think was aqua first, and it's just a little tiny piece. I don't know what I'm gonna put on it. Maybe just a little flag. I haven't decided. And then I have these. So I did follow the Stitching with the Housewives tutorial. However, I had heard someone say that they got better modeling in a smaller container. So I used like an old glass salsa jar, just like the little short fat jars. And I just wadded up my fabric after I got it wet and dipped it in the dye. And I love how it turned out. So cute. And then I did some aqua, and this, you can't really see that very well. It's really pretty. This was an ivory fabric, and I forgot to shake the bottle. Whoops. Yeah, you're supposed to shake the bottle really well, and I was like, why isn't this getting more like dark? But I actually love how it turned out. So I forgot to shake the bottle, so it wasn't as concentrated as it was supposed to be. But it turned out really cute with some fun modeling. And this was on a more ivory piece. So it's a little more greenish. And this was on white. And yet again, like I said, it's like really washed out, but really pretty. So here's the difference in ivory versus white. And I love how it turned out. And then again, like this was ivory and this was white. And I love, love, love. I do think this one I did dye aqua first and then I dyed it blue. I don't know. I was just experimenting. And I thought about tea coffee dyeing it, again, but I loved how these turned out, so I didn't want to mess with them. And I love how every piece looks a little bit different. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have to show you. I think that's everything. Last time I also showed you my Christmas stocking that my mom started that I'm working on. I haven't worked on that at all. I've just been wanting to work on gathering honey the whole time because it's fun. And like this, I know I'm just in a stage of fill-in and it's just taking a while. And it's like when I need something easy, it's what I pick up and stitch. And it's going to be a long one because there's going to be a lot of fill-in. But it'll be so pretty when it's done. And I haven't bought anything, so I don't have any stash to show you. I guess my plans right now are just keep going on gathering honey. And this I know, and getting to the point where I figure out what floss I need for gathering honey so I can get it. And I'll probably just get it as I go. And then figuring out when I can get the floss I need for this I know, so that I can move out of the church. And I don't know where I even put that, but I love it. I'm loving it. I think my daughter's coming. But we're making progress. And you can kind of see that the floss was coffee dyed. So it's, okay, sorry, kid interruption. But this floss, the pinks were both coffee dyed, and you can kind of see the color variation, and I love it. Like I said before, I've never used fancy floss, so this has been fun. And you can kind of tell that it's like more gathered there. Once it's filled in, it'll be all the same, but I want to get it done. I want to get the church filled in because I'm tired of filling it in, but I mean, this piece is just a lot of filling. That's just what it is, but it's beautiful. And I love it. And I cannot wait to get it done. And then, yeah. I think that's everything I had to show. I can't think of anything else. So I hope you enjoyed this. I loved reading all your comments. I tried to reply to most of them, and then I don't think I got through all of them, but I am so thankful for all of your kind words, for everyone that's already subscribed. And I think a lot of you have found me over on Instagram. It's the same handle as here at Cookies and Cross Stitch. And I try to I don't post very much. I've been trying to post like my whips throughout the week a little bit where I'm at so that you can see my progress, but I feel like I'm on 3 different Instagram accounts and it's a lot, so I don't post a ton there, but I do like to go there and look at everyone else's projects. So hopefully you will find me over there. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, do whatever, do all the things, do none of the things. It's fine. But I hope to see you back, and I will try to film again in a couple more weeks. Hopefully I have progress. We will see. I don't know. I have a lot of cookies to make between now and then. And we've been having a lot of ball games. Although next week we only have 2 nights, and then I think we're done. Pretty sure. And we've had a couple nights get canceled. And we've had a lot of rain. And it's fine. I need to go work in the garden because holy moly, the tomatoes are just growing like weeds because it's so wet. I need to buy more soil and mulch for my roses because I planted a bunch of roses this year and they've been like sitting in standing water a couple times. So I need to like hill them up a little bit and I need to do that anyway. But there's just a lot to do and it's hard to do when you have a little baby. It's just way easier to stay inside and let her roll on the floor than to take out the gear and take out everything to have the baby outside. But I'm gonna have to get in the habit of doing that again because I need to be outside. My kids need to get out of the house and have like the trend is a 90s summer, and that is what I want my kids to have. Like, just go be outside. I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear you. I just want you to go explore. And not because I don't love them, but because, like, it's just good for them to be out there. So we are going to keep living our best summer lives, and I'm going to keep stitching when I can, and hopefully we get through the next few weeks with wheat harvest coming. As soon as it dries out, they'll get back in the fields. Hay, county fairs are coming. There's a lot happening, but it's all good stuff. So I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you again.